Your time should be so precious that no one can break into it no matter how hard they try. So I received this email from this lady. I later counted the words through my word processor. It was a 256-word email with questions, and she wanted me to answer them. And I said, you know, these are great questions, but I reserve this level of answers and help for people who are already on our team. She took that offensively. She emailed me back and said, I thought you were a really altruistic person. You seem so kind and nice, and you're not answering my questions. And she goes, I'm really disappointed. And so I wrote back and I said, I really challenge you to change your perspective about how you value your time and how you value other people's time. I provide a ton of free content on YouTube. I do a limited number of answers on YouTube and email. But for the rest, I'm reserving that time for people in the program, people who've invested. Because I'm protecting my time. I don't treat it wastefully. That's how we're able to build these Amazon businesses, because we value our time and treat it in a way that I'm not going to get a refund on. So I encourage you to think about that. Make sure you do that. I pay someone a lot of money every month to mentor me and my business partner for our businesses. And never once do I expect a single free moment out of him. Now, if he decides to do that, I consider that a gift, that is gracious, that is kind. But the moment I start expecting him to give just because he's supposed to be this nice altruistic person is the moment I am disrespecting his time, which probably is a reflection that I would disrespect my own time. Value people's time. Feel like it is considered a privilege when someone helps you without anything in return. And then later, if you're able to do the same for someone else, you will be totally blessed for that. When you value your time, people respect you and they won't take advantage of you. And you have to treat it like this. It is not just accessible for anyone. You do not want to be on your deathbed regretting that you weren't there for your kids, or your wife, or your husband, or your boyfriend or girlfriend, your brother or sister, or parents. You want to know that you spent your life in a way that was meaningful. How many people on the deathbed regret they didn't make more money? What they regret is of how they didn't spend their time. So spend it in a way that will help you. The byproduct is you will end up making a lot more money as a result. Because time is one of the most precious assets you could possibly have. That was how I was able to start with a dime and double it 20 times into over $100,000 and then turn that into over $1 million. Because I valued time. The time I spent with a little tiny dime reproduced itself and doubled itself until it became a lot of money. You can do the same thing. You can start with a little bit. You sell a few things, you buy a few things, you sell them on eBay. You buy a little more, you sell on eBay. You do the same thing on Amazon. Before you know it, what was $20 becomes 40, becomes 80, becomes 100. Guys, I remember my first payment from Amazon was just over $15. I took a picture of it, and I would never forget that day because it helped me to value the little things. Treat little things like big things, and someday those little things will become big things. When I saw those $15, this is what went through my mind. If I can do that once, I can do it 1,000,000 times. And we've done that and many times more. This is Seth Keeping It Real. Protect your time. Protect it like it was inside a safe. Do not let people use that time uselessly. Spend it with the people who matter the most, and spend it on doing actions that will make you money, to give you margin so you have freedom. Just like right now, I have the freedom to create this video. This is a good use of my time because it's helping people and that brings me joy. You guys have an awesome day. I'll see you. Bye.